Oh my God, I want Conor to win. I really do. We're from an MMA background, going into the boxing world. I want him to win. Will he? If it goes to the decision, I don't think he'll win. But if he gets a knockout, obviously he's gonna win. I want him to win. I'm gonna go fourth round knockout like he's been talking about. Sure.
Of course, I will support, and I'm like every time rooting for Conor McGregor, and I hope he will win this fight.
I see, stylistically what's supposed to happen. Floyd Mayweather's supposed to go out there and pick him apart and make him look like a clown. And I don't really see any kind of way that Conor's going to knock him out. But, he's always got that puncher's chance. And if he does get lucky enough to knock him out, it's going to happen between the first and the fourth round. Anytime after that, Floyd's already got comfortable. He's already analyzed you down to a science and got everything, every movement that you're making. He's already got it down, and he's going to make you miss, make him pay over and over and over again. But I think it's like 99.999% that Conor's going to get made to look like a fool, and Floyd's going to, go out there and shine. It's either, I say one of two things are going to happen. Either Floyd's going to make him look like a fool all the way up until the end of the 12th round, or Conor's going to get tired of being made look like a fool and throw a head kick or an elbow or something and get himself disqualified. And, if he does that, then I've never been on the Conor hype train. I don't like Conor McGregor at all. But if this man head kicks Floyd Mayweather, then I've got to jump on the hype train. I instantly become a Conor McGregor fan. I think that would be the sweetest way in the world for this fight to end, with Conor head kicking him and knocking him to sleep. I think that'd be really cool to see.
That's like saying you versus Michael Jordan. I love Conor McGregor. The dude is so entertaining, especially with those with that world tour stuff. But I think that Floyd Mayweather probably will finish him in the first 5 rounds, just because it's straight boxing with 10-ounce gloves, and it ain't kicking, man. So even though Floyd's 50, the dude still got it.
Floyd. Hands down, Floyd. Everyone's like, you're an MMA guy, you should pick Conor. I'm like, I'm a realist, man. This is TV, the best ever, going against Conor, who's never had a boxing match in his life. It's 12 rounds. It's a 36-minute fight. Floyd's done that thousands of times, right? Conor's never done it before, and it's just boxing. People love to tell me, but it's just boxing. It's a lot easier. You don't have to be as in good condition. Get out of here. You never boxed in your life if you think that boxing 12 rounds is easier than fighting 3-5s. It's just as hard. So I'm definitely gonna go with Floyd, and I think he might be able to get a finish there too in those later rounds.
I'm with Conor. I feel he will win this fight. He's an amazing character, and he's doing great things. I remember since day one when he's making his UFC debut against Marcus rematch, I tell my friends, like, this guy's going to be the shit in the future. People was like, nah, he's not bad. I'm like, I feel like I can read body language, and that guy is just a different breed, And I thought these fighters now trying to be like him and dress like him is like, people gotta keep it themselves to do good in life. I hear Snoop Dogg saying something like, who can be better than you but you, when you're yourself? Everybody's unique, but some people got no personality, got no, but it is what it is. I see all those guys asking more money and more promotion, but when they go to fight, it's just a shitty fight. So you gotta make your own way, being you.
Dude, Conor, man, like I have to back him up. I mean, he's one of us. He's representing us, and he's huge, man, and he's got that knockout power. Unless Mayweather's just running around for 4 rounds, so Conor gets tired, but it's basically just gonna be Conor trying to knock him out, and Mayweather's not gonna do shit to Conor. He's not gonna do anything to him. He's not gonna do anything, So it's just. I'm rooting for Conor. Hopefully he wins. And knocks him out.
Oh man, that's a tough one, man. I think that I'm just more excited about the countdown show. I can't wait for that one. It's gonna be a lot of cars, strippers, money, jewelry everywhere. A lot of shit talking, obviously, but I'm more excited about the countdown show. But if Conor wins, it's going to be in the first 3 rounds. But then again, like I said, it's Mayweather. You saw what he did at Canelo, and Canelo's a big guy. You know, everybody's talking about how big Conor is, but you saw what he did to Canelo Alvarez, and Canelo's just as big as Mayweather. Conor. So, but then again, like I said, it's a fight. You never know; anything can happen. So.
Who do I want to win? McGregor all day long, and I think the guy is an absolute inspiration. He has been from the start to finish. The guy was on like the social welfare going back with 6 or 7 years ago, and now he's fighting for $80 million or whatever it is. So the guy is an amazing athlete. This fight can only go one way in my head, and that's Floyd Mayweather's way. The guy is an absolute genius at the event of boxing. Do I want to see him win? No, not really. I don't want to see Floyd Mayweather win. I'd love to see McGregor win, and if I have to eat my words, then I'll be happy to eat my words if he does win. But I see it going. I see it going Floyd Mayweather's way, and I see him decision, potentially even stopping McGregor in the later rounds. That's what I see. That's what I see happening anyway. I don't want it to. Obviously, I'd like to see McGregor go and then stop him within 2 minutes of the first round. But he is very good, and I'm one of the only guys where I'm from, because he was a big Conor McGregor scene where I'm from. I'm like one of the only guys who has watched a lot of Floyd Mayweather, who's seen this. And people go up to me about his age. He's like, he's an old guy now, blah blah blah. People forget that Mayweather fought Canelo Alvarez, and Canelo, I think he was like 24, and then I think Mayweather was like 37, and he looked his prime. The 2 best boxers out there at the minute is Floyd Mayweather and Canelo Alvarez, and Triple G as well, but they're the 3 best boxers, and Mayweather seemed to dismantle him. So, yes, you can argue the fact that McGregor's a southpaw, blah, blah, blah. But Mayweather's fought the best southpaws in the world, for that Manny Pacquiao fight. He's a southpaw as well, so I don't see him getting troubled much.
I'm gonna have to take Floyd Mayweather. I think it's. You're lying to yourself if you say you honestly believe Conor is going to win. I mean, I would like to see him win, but all signs point to Mayweather winning.
I think Floyd takes it, and just by decision. I think if Conor doesn't knock him out in the first couple of rounds, he loses his gas tank, and Floyd just dances around the ring for 10, 12 rounds, whatever it is.
The way I look at that fight is a little bit differently. I feel like you put any good boxer in with Floyd Mayweather, and Floyd Mayweather is going to win. But McGregor's not really a boxer; he's an MMA fighter. So, and what I mean with that is, he's going to have different movement. He's going to have different footwork, different range. He's just going to be different. And I think Mayweather is. It'll take a bit of time. It's the same way like if I go to spar a Thai boxer. It takes a bit of time to kind of get used to the way I move, and or when you cross over sports. So I think it'll take Mayweather a bit of time to kind of get the gist of things, and I think if McGregor lands a big shot on him, then it's game over. But if it goes past 6 rounds, then Mayweather's gonna win, and if not, I think McGregor could get the upset and surprise everyone and land that big shot. When you look at the physical aspects of both of them, like McGregor's much bigger. He's a tall, rangy, hard-hitting southpaw. He's got the reach advantage, the height advantage, the weight advantage. The only thing he's no better is actual boxing, like the technicality, but it doesn't matter how good technical you are as a boxer, you're never going to beat Floyd at boxing. So Conor's probably got a much better chance of beating him than like Pacquiao did, because to beat Mayweather, it needs to be that one big shot, and McGregor's the man for that. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the upset. I think McGregor's gonna get the upset and land a big left on him. And
I love Conor, man, and I've bet against him in the past. I honestly thought Eddie Alvarez was going to beat him, and I really did. I just Eddie's too seasoned. He's too good of a wrestler. He's too tough. I figured he was going to do what he did to Anthony Pettis, keep him against the fence, and he just couldn't. But this is a different animal, man. Floyd Mayweather is the greatest defensive boxer, possibly the greatest boxer of all time. The guy just doesn't get hit. If you see his videos, he still looks as sharp as ever. A buddy of mine trains out in Vegas and with him at his gym, and he's like, Floyd's just a freak. He's just an absolute animal in the gym, and he's just a gym rat. And it's going to be embarrassing. I hate to say it. I think Conor's going to come out and go balls to the walls for 3 rounds, and he's going to gas out. I don't think Floyd's got the power to knock Conor out unconscious, but I think he's going to get like a standing TKO probably in the 3rd round. Conor gassed against Nate Diaz 2 times. He's going to gas against Floyd.
Oh, man. It's just, all right, this is my real thing on it. Conor McGregor in a boxing match shouldn't beat Floyd Mayweather, right? Shouldn't. I think if Conor goes in it as a boxer and tries to outbox Floyd, he's not going to do it. But based off my experience, I would say my stand-up is mainly boxing, right? So that means I spar with a lot of boxers. So when I go into the boxing ring and I kind of have, boxing style and MMA style is completely different. We have different bases, we have different movement. So I hit them, and I'm dealing with pro boxers. I hit stuff that's like, whoa, man, I didn't see that coming. It's just a different type of movement. So if Conor comes in with something like that, something that Floyd really hasn't seen before, then I think Conor has a better shot. But Conor's got to touch him, man. That's the biggest thing. And I think Conor's got to do one thing, which he did his last fight against Eddie Alvarez, which is throw more than one punch. If Conor's just looking for that one left hand, it's not going to get it, man. You got to throw more than one to get Floyd for sure.
Man, being an MMA guy, I want to say McGregor, but the truth is it's boxing. So, I'm going to have to go with Mayweather. He's the best boxer in the world. He's the best at not getting hit. And McGregor, he's a stud. Like, you can't take it from him, so I'm not counting him out by any means, but I'm going to have to go with Mayweather for that one.
Man, it's a massive money fight. It doesn't really make sense, but it's a massive money fight. And I don't know, is Mayweather still training the way he was training before? I don't know. He's getting older too, man. It's Mayweather, McGregor is smart, man. You can say everything about that guy, but it's smart. It's smart, and he can read people's mind too, and he can read situation. And man, I still think Mayweather will go away with a win, but man, McGregor is McGregor. Like, people keep doubting. I doubted him a few times too, and in the beginning, and but he came out victorious. So I mean, I still think that Mayweather will come out victorious, but I give some chances to McGregor too. Like, so that left hand of McGregor is always there. And even though, I mean, Mayweather went through a lot of big punches before, a harder hitter than McGregor probably. Actually, pretty sure about it, but still, I don't know. I don't think it's the same. Maybe. I mean, I still think that Mayweather will have has more chances than McGregor, but I won't give it 100% to Mayweather. McGregor can do the opposite too.